Hello friends, AmyR here with Prairie Paper and Ink with another STAMPtember limited edition exclusive. This one is with Whimsy stamps, and this is the Happy Pugmas stamp set. I love it. these derpy little pugs in this set and the sentiments just crack me up. So I took several of the images from the set, and I'm going to stamp them onto Neenah Classic Crest 80-pound solar weight cardstock with Simon's Intense Black ink. I'm going to stamp them a couple times because they are brand new stamps, and there's a lot of solid areas, like their ears stamp solid black, which I also like because I was like, ooh, less to color. So anyway, stamped it a couple times onto this cardstock. And then I am going to start coloring them all in with my Copic markers. I decided to color all the pugs in the same colors, like the kind of the classic pug look. Although you could obviously color them all sorts of different colors. But there's something with their derpiness, and then that classic, like that darker face, and then that kind of lighter cool brown, I guess you'd call it, body color. That's the coloring I always think of when you think of a pug. So I started off with the editing here. This is real time, but I don't want to sit here all day. I already colored these, and also it would make my video too long. So I've super sped this up, but I started with the little darker areas, and I used warm grays for that. And then just doing kind of my same old, like coloring all these areas at once. And then I used my E43 and E42 and E41 for their bodies. And I forgot to do one of them, but I'll get to him in a second. I realized it when I was nearly done coloring these all in. So colored all these in, and doing my darkest to lightest, force of habit. It just works for me. So colored them in. And then for everything else, I kind of went with a slightly... Even though they're Christmas images, and I'm thinking red and green, but I wanted to add just some like pink and purple and yellow into the mix, because why not? So color them in. I can't not like just snicker looking at their little faces. Like, it's just too funny. So anywho, colored all of these images in just kind of somewhat random with the colors, just mixing it up a bit, because my like just gut instinct just always go, red and green. So once I get everything colored in, when I added a bit of blue to the mix too. So added that, and then once I've got everything colored in, I am going to use my white gel pen and add, little highlights and whatnot here and there. People are always asking me, what is the method? How do you know where to place them? Honestly, I just place them wherever I think it's going to look good. I don't really follow a light source. I don't really worry about it too much, because in the end it's not going to matter. And especially something like this, where if I was following a light source, I'd kind of ruin it in a sense, because I'm going to place these on angles on the cards anyway. So yeah, I just place white gel pen wherever I think it's going to look nice. I just don't really think about it too much. So after I did all that, I cut all these out. This set is available as a stamp set, and it's also available with the wafer dies. Limited quantities, just like all the STAMPtember sets. I will have links. I'll get to that later. So I have all my images cut out, and then I pulled out the Mama Elephant Slim Card Basics wafer die set. There is this stitched rectangle wafer die in the set, and then there's these kind of odd shaped, like they're not symmetrical, little openings. And again, the whimsical look of these, I was like, that's perfect to go with these pugs. So I taped all that into place with some washi tape, ran it through my die cut machine. I die cut a second piece with just the stitched rectangle wafer die that's going to go on the back. And then I lined both these up together, and I'm just tracing those openings with a pencil so that I have a visual idea of where each of these openings are going to go, because I want to blend a different distress ink in each opening. And I was originally going to do a bunch of masking, make sure these don't overlap, but they're spaced far enough apart. And these blender brushes are like the perfect size. These are the Studio Katia blending brushes. And I did really simple blending, and my camera betrayed me yet again. It always makes my blending look horrible. I am offended at my camera. I'm not even kidding. I really am. It always makes it look so bad in real life. It's so much smoother. It looks so much better. But anywho, I did those 3 different colors. And then I also blended on this, the scallop piece. The scallop wafer die is in the same wafer die set. I could have just die cut green cardstock. I don't know why I decided to do the blending. This, again, though, didn't take very long. Plus, I do like how I have some like darker areas and lighter areas. It does give that little extra bit of dimension. So I did all that blending. And then on a scrap of red cardstock, I white heat embossed a couple of the sentiments from the set. The sentiments, again, also just crack me up. So I stamped a couple of those, and then I'm die cutting them with, there's little speech bubble dies in that same Mama Elephant die set. It's just all meant to be with this card. So I die cut those, and then I'm going to move my water media mat out of the way here to finish off everything. I have my card base, which is Simon's Heavyweight white cardstock. I cut it to 7 inches by 8.5, and I'm scoring it at 3.5 inches. So this will be a 3.5 inch by 8.5 inch slimline card. So score that with my Teflon bone folder, and then reinforce the spine really well with that, just pressing it down with just the side of the bone folder. And then on the inside of the card, I am going to adhere one of the pugs and the present and the one sentiment that says, I can't wait to pee on the Christmas tree. Because it just, again, it just made me laugh. So adhere that into place. And then to assemble the outside of the card, I'm going to adhere these layers together with my Craft Tacky glue. Not placing glue right close to the openings of all these little windows, because I want to be able to tuck these little characters into those little openings and then adhere them into place. So did that with all 3 remaining images, and then I also adhered the Happy Merry Pugmas sentiment that I had heat embossed and die cut with one of the speech bubbles. So I got that adhered into place as well. And then I'm going to adhere that card front onto my card base. And then I went through my stash and I had some Doodlebug sprinkles, like the Love Assortment mix. The yellow and the pink and the red were kind of perfect for this card, so put a bunch of those just randomly around the little bubbles and whatnot as well, just to give it that little extra something. And then while I was at it, I thought I would make a coordinating envelope. So I used my Trinity Stamps Slimline envelope wafer die set. So I die cut the base and 2 flaps, like 2 long flaps and 2 short flaps with that die set. I've shown in multiple videos. These envelopes I showed several months ago, like step by step how to adhere this. But it's the same as my previous video with the mini Slimline. I just apply the adhesive to the shorter tabs. I line these up with what I call the base. So I line up the score line with the edge of the base here after I've peeled off my adhesive, which is score tape. Press that into place. And then I do the same thing on either end with each of these little flaps. Line the score line up with the edge of the base. Once I've got that adhered, then I just need to fold over those 2 long flaps. I'm going to apply one more line of the score tape to the very edge of one of the flaps, peel off the backing, press that second one into place, and then I just need to adhere the shorter flap, and then when it comes time to address the card, I'll adhere the longer flap, like the rounded one. But yeah, peel off the backing and this envelope is made. So like I mentioned, this Happy Pugmas stamp set is only available while supplies last. Everything's been selling out incredibly quickly. But I will have a link to the set, with the wafer dies, and then I'll link to everything else in the description box below the video, as well as on my blog, which will also be linked below if you want to check it out. Thank you all so much for watching and subscribing and thumbs upping and commenting. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all very soon in the next video. Bye!